Hey everyone, it's James from the Fit RV, and today, this should be a quick project. We're going to be installing this, the LevelMate Pro Plus, and the Plus is for more battery because it has more battery than the original LevelMate. So let me explain. If you followed our channel a while, you know I've got a thing about being level. It's kind of an issue for me. And the LevelMate Pro and Pro Plus is something that helps you to get your RV level by telling you exactly how many inches up or down each wheel is, so that rather than guessing with the blocks and then nope, that's no good, back off, add more blocks, but you just know. You stack the blocks, you drive on, you're done. So we're going to be installing this. This will mount inside the RV. There's a display on Bluetooth, so there's no wiring or anything like that. But the first thing we have to do before we can install this is we've got to get the van dead nuts level. So let me show you how we're going to do that. I've scavenged all the vehicles, and I even went and bought another one. And so we have jacks. We have these 4 jacks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack up the vehicle at the 4 jack points, and I want it up on the jacks. I don't want it on the suspension because I don't want it, when I'm in there trying to see if it's level, I don't want my weight to shift something and make it read level or not. So we've got 3 bottle jacks, and then this one heavy duty jack. This one is going to be the least precise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the highest wheel and just sort of leave it there, and then we'll adjust the other ones to get everything leveled up. So, but first we have air suspension in the van. So I keep calling it a van. I guess it's a van. We have an air suspension in number 1, and I need to do something with that first. Okay, now here's the controller. We have VB air suspension in number 1, and I'm going to do 2 things with it before we start. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let all the air out of the system. There we go. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to be jacking it up, and I want to start from the lowest position I can. So that's the first thing we're going to do. The second thing we're going to do, once that's done, is I'm going to put it in service mode. Like that. And that just prevents it from trying to air itself up and keep it on its own level when I start jacking up the tires. So we've got that done. We're good to go. All right, next thing I'm going to do is, since I've got the one jack that's not very precise, I need to find the high wheel, which I think is that one, but we're going to make sure. So this is what I've been using to level the RV with while we're out and about, and it works okay, but it doesn't tell me like you need exactly 2.5 inches of lift under your right front tire and 1.5 under your right rear tire like the LevelMate Pro will. So, but I am going to use this one last time here on the floor. And it's telling me that, yes, indeed, that passenger rear tire is the high point on the vehicle. So that's where we're going to put the big jack. I got to find where. All right, that beeping means that according to this level app, we're centered in the bubble. But this isn't good enough for me, so now it's time to break out the big guns. So first we're going to look for front to back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that on the floor here. Turn this bad boy on. Come on. It says I am 0.1 degree down in the front. So let's fix that. Okay, so now we got it 0, 0, 0, 0 front to back. And I just jumped in here, and since we're all up on the jacks, it didn't actually affect the numbers. So we are super level this way. So now let's go side to side. Let's see. How am I going to do that? All right, we are, I don't know if you can see this, but we're like 0.35 of a degree low on this side. So both of these jacks need to come up a bit. Okay, so after much ado and sweating and whatever, We see that we are level front to back. And finally, at long last, take it a second. Come on, you get level side to side. So that's kind of as level as I think I can get it. I can do a couple more things, like I'll check back here in the bedroom and see if this still shows up level. But I gotta find, there we go. But by the time I get back here, I'm relying on all these shelves and stairs and such to be level with the bottom of the rig. But we're still squarely in the middle of the bubble there. All right, so it says we're level. Then there's tests like this, right? Like, put water on the counter. It just sits there. It doesn't run off the counter. I'm pretty happy with that. That's, to me, that's pretty level. I feel level. How about the refrigerator door? Bathroom door. That's what level will do for you, people. It doesn't move. All right. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with the level of levelness in the rig. So it's time to move on to the next fantastic phase. Come on, off. And that is actually installing the LevelMate Pro Plus. Ugh. Download and install the LevelMate Pro app. Yeah, I've already got the app. LevelMate Pro. Oh, now we've got a moth. Blah, 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 blah. And by scanning the QR code below, blah, 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 blah. Remove the lid from the LevelMate Pro and install the battery with the plus facing outward. Then reinstall the lid. Okay, remove the lid. Install with the battery with the plus facing outward. All right, then reinstall the lid. Here we go. Slide the LevelMate Pro switch to the right and you will hear two beeps. Start the LevelMate Pro app and the setup wizard will guide you through the rest. Okay. Nearby device found. Do you want to learn this device? Yes. Okay. Travel trailer fifth wheel class B or class C. Next. Measurement units. Inches. Fahrenheit. We drive on the right hand side of the road. Sure. Oh, wow. Measure from the center of the front wheel to the center of the rear wheel. Well, I know that's 156. Okay. All right, so we're ready to mount this up. I just want to make sure the screws aren't going to, you know, poke through the side of the cabinet. And they're not. All right. Go. Okay, wake on motion, reverse front view. I don't know what all that means. Let's just go next. Set level. If your RV has slide outs, blah, 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 blah. Level your RV using your traditional method. Check it out. Our puddle of water is still in the same spot. It hasn't moved. Once the RV is level, retract slide outs. Step outside. Step outside to ensure that you aren't creating any motion during the set level process. Well, let's go outside. And set level. Level set successfully. Next. Congratulations, setup is now complete. Skip tutorial. There we go. All right, so that was the LevelMate install, and we've had it installed for actually a couple months now, and I'm getting around to finishing the video, and I thought I would show you how we actually use the LevelMate when we arrive at a campground. And here we have arrived at a campground, and we've got an unlevel spot, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get backed up pretty close to where I want. because I'm going to have to roll onto some blocks. We still have blocks. We don't have automatic levelers yet. We're going to change that. So that's pretty good right there. Then what I do is I turn on the LevelMate Pro. Now remember, we mounted that up here. 2 beeps. Got it. Okay. Mel. Yeah, this is a problem. Buddy. Mel. Nice cat, not very helpful leveling the rig. Okay. Then we're going to turn on the app. And that is here. Da-da-da. All right, it's found the LevelMate Pro. You can see that right here, we're about 3.5 inches down in the front and an extra inch down on the left-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 inch worth of blocks here, and I'm going to put, I can get about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of level out of our air suspension. So we take out 3.5, that's 2. So I'm going to put 1 inch here, 3 inches here, 2 inches here. So that should be kind of close to level. That should be, you know, 1.25 inches, and that should be 1 1/4. So that's what we're going to do. So let me go get out the blocks. All right, 1 is going to go over here. 2 inches, that tire. And you got to kind of keep the distances the same, otherwise, you know, it doesn't roll right. 3 for that tire. And then since I've got to roll 2 blocks, we're going to take another one of these. All right, here we go. With any luck, I back up onto the blocks, and then I can level out the rest of the way with the air suspension. So here we go. There we go. Pretty good. Maybe just a 1/4 inch off will be a 1/4 inch. Oh, depending on its mood, it's either a 1/4 inch off or not off at all. Left to right, and 1.5 inches down in the front, which I ought to be able to get by letting air out of my air suspension. One and a quarter. 1. Now, if you don't have air suspension, obviously you would just do the same thing, but with more blocks. So, all right, we're down to just a 1/2 inch out, a 1/4 inch out. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get that last 1/4 inch. Well, if it doesn't, 100% level. Sweet. Okay, so according to the LevelMate Pro, which is calibrated with my super level levels at home, we are completely level. So I can just turn it off, saves the battery, and we're good to go. So it's the LevelMate Pro Plus is the model that we have, and we didn't get any kind of deal on it. I just bought it off Amazon, and we've been using it for months, and we can give it a solid thumbs up. So that's it. If you have any questions or comments, you can hit the page on our blog that's linked to this video and ask them there. This is James from Fit RV. We'll see you later. Bye. Oh, you're filming me still. Stop chasing me. Cut it out.
Real-time mods.
Stop it. All right, down.
The good, bad, the ugly, and the sweaty.
Yeah, my shorts are falling off and stuff. This is no good. All right.